Coming right up, the Hornets taking on the Raptors. For the Charlotte Hornets, a standout first half of the year has them in first place in the East. Raptors, Hornets, coming right up. Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at Portland, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they're off to a really solid start, pushing aside those that doubted them in the preseason and proving they're capable of more.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Barrett in at the 3, small forward. And for Charlotte, Miller is out there with Ball. Then there's Mobley, and it's Walton in at the 4-man position. Brent, how good does it feel as a player when your team really starts to hit its stride?
Well, it's just awesome, B.A., when players understand their role and how locked in that you can be. And there's a whole other level to that when you know going into any NBA contest whether or not you're going to win the game is dependent on what you do. And the opponent has no chance of taking that away from you. That's when you're a championship caliber team.
And one thing we've been keeping track of here, MP's not in my house declaration. He wants them to be the best home team in this league.
Well, it hasn't taken him long to make his point. They've been outstanding at home, largely because his teammates and their fans were inspired by his comments. No one wants to come into this arena and play these guys right now. It's just too intense, and there's too much noise. It's insane.
And the D has to guard the perimeter just a little bit better, especially when Quickly is hovering around that arc.
Ball outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's good on the putback.
In an instant, Quickly saw the opening, didn't hesitate.
Quickly's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Lets it go from deep. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Picked by Pirtle. The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. Barnes with a screen on Miller. Quickly from outside. Mobley grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And yep, it's good.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from deep.
Someone wearing my shoes, man. They wearing my shoes, man. Yes, sir.
Inside. And there's the rejection. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Number 2. Jonathan Mobo.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Barrett. The Hornets pull it in. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He had 65 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Back to Quickly. Outside Barrett. This one for 3. And it's Barrett again missing. Charlotte leading by 3. There's Ball with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 14 points for the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Quickly outside. Shot from 12. Pass to Pirtle. Mobley grabs the board. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-7 run. The 3 from Ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Raptors trail by 9. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Quickly with a drive.
Burst of speed from Quickly, too much for the D to react to.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting for Toronto, Emmanuel Quickly. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Substitution on the court.
First game need playing together.
Let him breathe, all right?
On the same team. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Big brother on his team.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Walter. It's good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
So for the Raptors right now, they've got Walter. He's out there with Anthony. And it's Mobo in at the center position.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ball against Anthony. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Count the basket.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Anthony outside. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. In transition, here they come. And Ball gets it to go.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Anthony. Goes up with the stripe. Abaji, the pass to Anthony. And they recover it. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Walter from outside. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Hornets leading by 10. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Raptors trail by 13. Three-pointer, Anthony. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Now here's Ball. And there's the lob. Intercepted. And they're on the run. Can they get it? And that one is hammered home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to review the game plan. A line change here for Toronto. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Now here's Ball. 9 points for him in his last game. And he lobs it up, and Ball throws it down.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Raptors trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, there's some vertical on display quickly, skying up for the jam.
The three from Ball. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And so he makes both from the line. Raptors trail by 16. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Dick. Kicks it out to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Pass to quickly. Off the mark there with a 3. Ball with it. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so it's Charlotte, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. And measuring up the shot. So sorry. Give it up for the participants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Charlotte Hornets.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be more lopsided, but we still have another half to go. Prove me wrong. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got ball. He's out there with Brandon Miller, and it's Mobley in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's ball. Great look there, but off target.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Good on the shot.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Tries the spin move. Barnes passes to Dick from 12 feet. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
This goes to Scotty Barnes.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's ball with a 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the inside. Pass to Pirtle. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Ball, driving inside. Yep, count it. Ball's got 35.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Quickly finds Barnes. Outside Barrett. Inside. Here's Quickly. Drops in the layup for 2. Quickly's got 11 points.
All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickly.
There's Ball with a 3. Connects from downtown. And the Hornets lead. By 21.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here is Barrett. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. And Ball's over to help. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Ball against Quickly. Ball no good. Raptors trail by 21. Pass to Quickly. Takes the 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Man, we've seen some of these nights from Quickly just blowing up here offensively.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Hornets making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. Cole Anthony comes in for Quickly. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ball left side. Pass to Ball. Here's Branham. Lets it fly. And Ball with the basket. The assist by Ball. 7 points in the game.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. EA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Three-pointer, Anthony. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Anthony, the pass to Barnes. Back to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Outside Barrett. Outside Barnes. Pulls it from 20. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 20. Pass to Ball. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 41.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Barnes with a screen on Ball. Here's Walter. The 9-footer's on the mark. Walters has got his second bucket on the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And stolen by Anthony. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Eight seconds left to play in the third. And again, Toronto no good. Here's Ball. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Walter out there with Miller, and it's Mobo in at the 5.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Miller, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Here's Walter. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds in the game. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Great D that time from Miller. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Releases. Walter pulls it in. For Toronto, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Misses from close range. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Walter pulls it in. Leonard's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Walter, hounded by Ball. Walter can't get it to go.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Miller, the pass to Green. Ball right side. Shot clock at 5. It's not going to go for him. Throws it up high and out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Unforced turnovers. He'll drive your coach insane.
Reed's checked in for Miller. And Toronto also making a switch. Anthony's checked in. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. The 3 from Ball. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime. Which can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
One shot.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. The Raptors making a switch here. Quickly's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Smith outside. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Dick. Here he goes. Over Ball. And again, Toronto, no good. Charlotte leading by 22. Ball into the lane.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he comes up with a bucket. Ball's got 43 points.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Quickly from outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Great pass, Barnes with tremendous feel for the game.
The Hornets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Reed can't hit. Raptors trail by 21. Dick, the pass to Barnes. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Quickly against Ball. And that one's good. Ball's got 45 points.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Champ.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
On the wing, Grady Dick launches it. The Hornets pull it in.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The three from Ball. No good there. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly against Ball. And it's Quickly. That time on the assist by Barrett.
With it all clicking, Quickly can be dangerous, and he's showing it tonight.
Ball against Quickly. The steal. Outside Barrett. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it